The Wreaths Across America mobile education exhibit was set up next to St. George's historic town square on 9/11 to honor veterans and their families for the sacrifice they made and are making in serving our nation.
Well, this happens to be the first stop of Wreaths Across America mobile education exhibit in Utah. And we decided, since it's a welcome home station, that we would also reach out to our Vietnam veterans who served between 1955 and 1975, register to come out today and be properly welcomed home, receive their commemorative lapel pin and certificate and gifts from Wreaths Across America.
It makes me feel very honored to have served and being recognized and appreciated for the service that I've provided while in the Army, serving my country. Went to Vietnam, and it's very, very rewarding.
The Color Country chapter of the Daughters of American Revolution honored 69 Vietnam War veterans in gratitude for their service.
This is a pin. It has an eagle on it and a Vietnam War veteran. And on the back, a grateful nation thanks you and honors you. And so.
Now, from Wreaths Across America, we want to give you a challenge coin with the wall decorated with our wreaths. On the back, our nation's blood and treasure from a generation ago deserves the nation's thanks and gratitude, something they did not receive when they came home from Vietnam. I got to do this the proper way. Thank you for your service and welcome home.
Yeah, well, it makes me feel good for the time that I served. We weren't appreciated, but you know, I think that's changed, and the people have changed in that regard. They respect the military a lot more and honor those that have been in the wars.
Well, it's special because for years there wasn't any recognition of Vietnamese veterans, and so it's kind of nice to see that part of being recognized. But the Wreaths Across America thing is just unbelievable.
Inside the mobile exhibit, visitors found out more about the Wreaths Across America and the mission behind it.
We have our information center in the front part here that tells you all about us, and then in the very front we have a theater set up, and it has a 8-minute video that tells about us, and you really learn a lot and feel. You don't understand the feeling until you're here.
Actually started in 1992 with 5,000 wreaths being laid in Arlington National Cemetery. That eventually morphed into now over 3,100 locations. 2.4 million wreaths were laid last year in 2021. So it has grown significantly.
And I'm familiar with this. I volunteered the last 2 years, and it's just such a moving experience when you say the name and you put the wreath down.
I would agree with everything Penny just said. It is such a moving experience to lay that wreath down and say the soldier's name. It's just amazing.
The mobile exhibit even has a special lift for those who may have disabilities. The Daughters of the American Revolution is one of the major sponsors of the Wreaths Across America mission.
You have to remember those that fought for our freedom, honor those that are fighting for our freedom, and teach the young that freedom is not free.
Their mission field so dovetails with Daughters of the American Revolution's mission field, which is historic preservation, patriotism, educating our youth. And so with that perfect marriage, to do Wreaths Across America is very, very dear to my heart.
Vietnam veterans who toured the mobile exhibit were not only grateful for the mission, but also the fact that they are finally recognized for their service.
I liked it very much. I appreciate that the people understand, you know, when we served over there and we came home, people didn't really appreciate us. But they do now, and I really appreciate that.
This year's Wreaths Across America events in St. George and Tonnequit cemeteries will be held December 17th at 10 a.m. In St. George, Melissa Anderson, Community Education News.